Good evening. Welcome to this edition of Northeast Diary. Here we bring you the latest developments from India's unexplored Northeast region. In this edition, we shall talk about the bamboo processing factory which has been started in Mizoram. We will also go over to Dibrugarh, where the island of silence, Sasoni Merbil, is located. Meghalaya turned 50 on 21st January, which was celebrated by the state in a grand manner with pomp and gaiety. The hill state of Meghalaya was carved out of Assam as an autonomous state in April 1970 and was declared a full-fledged state on 21st January 1972 under the Northeastern Areas Reorganization Act. We have a report.
Paying tribute to the heroes of yesteryears who fought with democratic means to attain a separate state, the 58th Statehood Day celebration of Meghalaya began at Jain Stadium in Shillong with the singing of the national anthem. The entire city of Shillong was illuminated and decorated for the special day. During the celebration, the dignitaries launched the documentation on 50 years of Meghalaya and a commemorative stamp of the state. Assembly Speaker Medba Lyngdoh launched the state emblem, while Deputy Chief Minister Preston Tinsong laid the foundation stone for the new administrative township virtually. A documentary on statehood movement by the Directorate of Information and Public Relations was aired, and a docudrama Meghalaya, Yesterday, Today and Tomorrow by the Department of Arts and Culture was also presented. The Meghalaya Day Awards and the Meghalaya Day Excellence Awards were distributed, while the Shillong Chamber Choir regaled the audience during the latter part of the program. Indisposition prevented Chief Minister Conrad K. Sangma from attending the official function. However, in his message, paid tribute to the unsung heroes who have made the state as it is today. He informed that the government will be launching 300 projects all throughout the year as a commemoration to the 58th Statehood Day celebration. He added that the vision of the government is to make Meghalaya among the top 10 states in the country, and to make it happen, he urged the citizens to work hard, hand in hand with each and everyone.
In the coming year celebration of the 50 years of our statehood, we are also very excited because 300 projects will be inaugurated. That is an average one project per day. At the same time, we have many other issues that are there in front of us. And as a state government, I can assure you that we are keeping those challenges right in front of us and trying to address it. As we move forward, issues relating to the environment, climate change are going to be very big challenges for us. Challenges related to the youth in terms of employment will be a huge challenge for us. Doubling the farmers' income to ensure that our farmers get their fair share is going to be a big challenge for us. At the same time, we need to also ensure that our entrepreneurs and our youth get the kind of support that they deserve. So hence, the next decade as well as the next 50 years is going to be full of these challenges, and let me assure you that the foundations to meet those challenges have been laid in the past 50 years. We need to also realize that our strength is in our culture, our strength is in our community, our strength is in our youth, our strength lies in our natural resources.
A memory crate containing the speech of the Chief Minister and contributions from officials and citizens was sealed as a concluding event. This crate will be opened when Meghalaya celebrates 100 years of statehood. This is Rustam for Northeast Diary from AIR News, Shillong.
स्वाधीनता संग्राम के वे निशान जो साक्षी हैं हमारे सेनानियों के संघर्ष और बलिदान के। आकाशवाणी समाचार ला रहा है विशेष श्रृंखला निशान। हर बुधवार को शाम 4:45 पर कार्यक्रम परिक्रमा में FM गोल्ड 100.1 मेगाहर्ट्ज पर।
Mizoram is very well known for its naturally grown bamboo plants. The state has an abundant reserve of bamboo forests and contributes to a large share of the country's bamboo distribution. The state government, having such a huge reserve of bamboo plantation, is emphasizing upon bamboo-based industrialization, and the state is marching towards progress and development. Here is a report from our correspondent from Aizawl.
Mizoram has an abundant reserve of bamboo forests covering over 12 lakh hectares, and it contributes to 14% of all India bamboo distribution. With a total 20 species, the production of bamboo in the state stands at over 32 lakh metric ton per year. With this highly potential natural resource, the state government has been focusing on tapping this resource to set up industries. The Bamboo Development Agency is a state nodal body in creating framework and adopting programs to realize bamboo-based industrialization. While plans and programs on this vision are continuing, it has received momentum with a new bamboo processing factory coming up at Sairang near Aizawl. With a cost of 1,25 lakh rupees received from the National Bamboo Mission, the processing factory has been set up by the Mizoram Bamboo Development Agency recently. Officials said this factory has 5 units and it is expected to produce 25 metric tons of agarbatti sticks per month. The factory is also a zero waste unit as the wastages to be further processed as bamboo charcoal and bamboo vinegar. According to the officials, this is the 9th agarbatti stick manufacturing unit developed by the State Bamboo Development Agency. Commerce and Industries Minister Dr. Alal Thangliana expressed high hope over the successful commissioning of the Sairang Bamboo Processing Factory. He said that the state government is committed towards improving the economy and livelihood of the people by harnessing the rich natural resources. In the last few years, the National Bamboo Mission has organized a good number of study tours to different parts of the country and abroad for the Mizo entrepreneurs and officials. Mission Director of the National Bamboo Mission, Dr. Elizabeth Saipari, said that through those study tours, the Mizo team experienced and studies more varieties of bamboo plants and their uses. Officials said that the state is endowed with many versatile bamboo species, of which the culms grow up to 20 meters. They are strong and durable with slender fibers and inconspicuous nodes. These qualities render them ideal for house building, weaving, pulping, and the production of softwood products such as incense sticks, chopsticks, and toothpicks. For Northeast Diary with Subhashis Chanda, this is Irene from Aizawl.
With the mission to empower differently abled people, Nagaland will soon have its own National Career Service Centre for Differently Abled. This centre will be a multidisciplinary service centre with the prime objective of evaluating the capacities of differently abled people, providing vocational guidance, skill development, and assessing their suitability for various employment opportunities. Let's know more about it from our Kohima correspondent.
Union Ministry of Labour and Employment and Nagaland Government has signed a Memorandum of Understanding (MOU) to establish a National Career Service Centre for the Differently Abled (NCSCDA). The MOU was inked on January 29, 2022 with Assistant Director Employment NCSCDA, Directorate General of Employment Mr. Ramkishore Sharma and Director Employment Skill Development and Entrepreneurship Department Government of Nagaland Mr. Chetan Yadant signed a deed on behalf of the Employment Ministry and the Nagaland Government respectively. The centre will be set up at the Industrial Training Institute campus at Kushabil, Dimapur. This will be the 22nd such centre in the country since the inception of the NCSCDA in 1968. At present, 21 other NCSCDAs are in operation in 20 states. For Northeast Area, this is Asunyo from AIR News, Kohima.
The names of 128 recipients of Padma Awards were announced on the evening of 25th January, including 3 from Manipur. Moraintham Muktamani, an entrepreneur from Manipur, has been recognized in the field of trade and industries. In Manipur, she is regarded as a craft artist who was motivated to become very successful because of hardships that she faced in her childhood. And then she shone in the field that she had chosen. Let's hear more from our Imphal correspondent, JJ Thokchom.
This year's Padma Shri awardee Moraintham Muktamani from Manipur was shocked when she was told that she got the award. Then she recalled those poverty-stricken days which ignited his innovation, which brought recognition from the government this year. Hailing from Kakching Moraintham Laikai of Kakching district, Padma Shri awardee Srimati Muktamani tried her hand in woolen shoes for the first time when poverty compelled to do so. She could not buy shoes for her children from the market and started weaving woolen shoes for them. Her creativity was first noticed by the school teachers where her children studied, and since then Srimati Muktamani never looked back. Recalling those moments, Srimati Muktamani said to Northeast Diary that during the school assembly session, her children were singled out by teachers. Her children cried as the shoes worn by her did not match with the color of the school uniform. But teachers praised the craft of and ordered shoes for their children too.
When my 2 daughters started going to school, their shoes are torn and the cobblers used to repair it day to day. However, I don't have income and could not bear the expenditure on shoe repairs. So I tried my hand and made the shoes for my daughters with wool yarn. In school, they were called out by their teacher during assembly, and my daughters cried because the shoe I needed is not in the color of their school uniform. To their surprise, their teachers praised the craft I made and also ordered wool-knitted shoes for their children. Thus, I started my journey to the wool-knitted shoes industry.
Srimati Muktamani started displaying her hand-woven woolen shoes in an exhibition held in 1991. People noticed her craft and demands increased with day by day. Now, she is well known in Manipur for making hand-woolen shoes as well as a successful entrepreneur. The giant online marketplace Amazon also contacted her to supply the hand-woven woolen shoes, but she could not supply the items as her business is restricted with few artists now. Extensive training is needed to become an expert in hand-woven woolen shoes, said Muktamani. The Padma Shri awardee appealed to the younger generation to join the training on the field and work together to increase the production to meet the market demands.
Our correspondent from Manipur also tells us about kiwi fruit farming being done in Ukhrul district of Manipur.
Kiwis are small fruit that pack with a lot of flavor and plenty of health benefits. The plant can be grown at 800 to 2,500 meters above sea level, having annual rainfall of 150 centimeters. Planting is usually done in the month of February to March, and kiwi vine starts bearing fruit at the age of 4 to 5 years. The kiwi fruit farming in Ukhrul district of Manipur started some years ago, and now more than 100 kiwi growers are actively involved in kiwi farming. The kiwi fruit produced in the district have a fuzzy, dun brown skin and bright green flesh. This year, the kiwi growers of Ukhrul district have increased the production, and the fruit are sold in the nook and corner of the state. Speaking to Northeast Diary, the kiwi grower from Ukhrul district, Sparks A. Simile, said that many young farmers are attracted to the kiwi farming in the district.
I am Artex A. Shimre. I have about 100 plants, of which 40 of them have started fruiting. I have been able to produce about 2,000 kilos, and we locally sell here at the rate of 100 rupees per kilo, which fetch me about 20,000 per year. In Ukhrul district, there may be around 100 plus kiwi growers farmers, and some of them are doing very well. They have been able to earn around 1 to 2 lakhs per year. We have the temperate climate, we have the soil condition, we have the monsoon rain that gives us good water source for plantation of kiwi. And I would like to encourage the young entrepreneurs and farmers to go for kiwi farming. In fact, the health benefits is such that it has lots of medicinal values which helps us even to the extent of combating COVID.
The kiwi farming in Urkhul district has good prospects due to its suitable climatic conditions. Some of the organizations like Indian Council of Agriculture and Research, ICAR, Krishi Vigyan Kendra, KVK are imparting knowledge on kiwi farming to the enthusiastic farmers from time to time. JJ Thopsong from Imphal for AIR News, Northeast Diary.
World Wetlands Day was celebrated on 2nd February 2022 to raise global awareness about the vital role of wetlands for the people and the planet. Our correspondent from Dibrugarh in Assam has filed a report on Sasoni Merbil wetland.
The island of silence, Sasoni Merbil, situated at Naharkatia in Upper Assam's Dibrugarh district, has a huge potential to become an ecotourism hotspot in Northeast. Spreading over 1,550 bighas of land, including an island of areas 930 bighas, Sasoni Merbil, a wetland, is known for its rich biodiversity and has been witnessing huge number of migratory birds every year. The main architect behind the project is former Alpha leader Monimani Gogoi, who after leaving the organization dedicated his life towards bringing around socio-economic development and employment generation in and around his birthplace. He has been associated with the Sasoni Merbil Eco-Tourism Project for last 10 years with a well-dedicated team working for the conservation of the wetland. Many people in the village have become self-employed due to this project. The former Alpha leader has faced lots of difficulties during the initial days of the project, but his strong determination and positive attitude helped him to overcome the challenging times and tasks. Merbil, an oxbow lake, is also a remarkable biodiversity hotspot. It is a place of natural beauty not only in terms of supernatural charm but also its wildlife. It is rich in birds, animals, butterflies, fish, tortoises, python, snakes, various medicinal plants, etc. And the hospitable people here make the traveler spellbound. Every year, tourists from foreign countries visit Merbil for bird watching. Sasoni Merbil is known as the Island of Silence because of its calmness and cool environment. The feeling of silence is unexpressible because it is something different. This natural wealth can turn this place into one of the most precious tourist destinations in the state, said Monimanik Gogoi. 4 cottages for accommodating 8 families for night stay has been built there with help of Assam Tourism Development Corporation. Oil India Limited has been helping through various ways in developing the ecotourism project. Moreover, the villagers have played a crucial role by donating their land for the project. The ecotourism project is located in the heart of the operation area of Oil India Limited, around 20 kilometers from its field headquarters at Duliajan in Dibrugarh. Pranab Kumar Nath from Dibrugarh for Northeast Diary.
In a bid to break the chain of COVID and TB transmission, a 100 Districts 100 Days campaign called Ashvasan got underway in parts of Arunachal Pradesh on Monday, that is the 31st of January 2022. A report.
The Ashvasan program was formally inaugurated in 4 districts in Arunachal Pradesh on Monday. It aims to stop the spread of COVID and tuberculosis infection with a joint COVID-19 and TB active case finding campaign across all tribal blocks of 100 districts for 100 days across India. The campaign is a Union Ministry of Tribal Affairs initiative in collaboration with Piramal Swasthya Management and Research Institute through its Tribal Health Collaborative Program called Anamaya, which will conduct an awareness campaign regarding COVID through mobile vehicles in tribal blocks of 4 districts of the state, namely Papumpare, East Siang, Lohit and Lower Dibang Valley district. Dr. T. Tali, Joint Director Health Services, Bakinpatin General Hospital, East Siang District, said that the campaign aims to address the misconceptions regarding COVID and TB infections and to address the issues regarding reluctance of people in taking vaccines and also the importance of adoption of COVID-appropriate behavior by the general public.
तो आज जो लॉन्च हुआ है एक्टिव केस फाइंडिंग का, जिसको पिरामल स्वास्थ्य ये लोग कराएंगे डिजीज एनजीओ ग्रुप, तो इसका मेन मकसद है 100 दिन के अंदर 100 दिन का काम करेगा. इसमें जो एक्टिव केसेस उसमें वो लोग केस फाइंडिंग करेंगे, एक्टिव केस फाइंडिंग ऑफ ट्यूबरकुलोसिस, और साथ में एक कोविड का एक अवेयरनेस भी वो लोग देगा. तो इनके लिए वो लोग काम कर रहे हैं. अच्छा मैसेज जाना चाहिए, लोग इसमें कोऑपरेट करना चाहिए, ये लोगों के लिए बहुत फायदेमंद होगा और यही एक अवेयरनेस है। वो लोग हमारा जो एनजीओ ग्रुप वो लोग अवेयरनेस पैदा करेंगे और केस फाइंडिंग करेंगे और लोग इसमें कोऑपरेट करना चाहिए।
Under the campaign, sputum collection and testing will be done based on symptoms through an active case finding of potential TB patients at the village level, and TB treatment will be done free of cost by the government upon confirmation of the disease. This will help in preventing the further spread of the disease. Under this campaign, people will not need to go to the government health centers for testing. Rather, the sputum of the presumptive case will be collected from home and transported to the nearest diagnostic center for testing. For Northeast Diary, this is Rakesh Dole, AIR News, Itanagar.
भारत के स्वतंत्रता संग्राम में अनगिनत स्वतंत्रता सेनानियों ने अपने प्राणों की आहुति दी। कुछ इतिहास में अमर हो गए और कई गुमनाम। आजादी के अमृत महोत्सव के अंतर्गत 75 कड़ियों की श्रृंखला में हम उन वीरांगनाओं की बात करेंगे जिनका योगदान कभी भुलाया नहीं जा सकता। प्रत्येक मंगलवार परिक्रमा में सुनिए अपराजिता, देश की वीरांगनाओं को आकाशवाणी का सादर नमन।
Today we have Lakmeet Lepcha, Sikkim's first and only O-level qualified female cricket umpire, who shares her journey with Northeast Diary. Mrs. Lepcha is also the headmistress of the government primary school Parfok in Upper Zongu, North Sikkim. She was the recipient of the State Commendation Award for 2018-19 for work in the area of environmental preservation. The interviewer is Usha Sharma, newsreader, AIR Gangtok.
Today we have Lakmeet Lepcha, Sikkim's first and only O-level qualified female cricket umpire, to share her journey with Northeast Diary. Mrs. Lepcha is also the headmistress of Government Primary School Barfuk in Upper Jangu, North Sikkim. She was the recipient of the State Commendation Award for Teachers in 2021, while the school received the State Green Award for 2018-19 for work in the area of environmental preservation. Hailing from Sikkim's remote Jangu region, Mrs. Lepcha remains thankful to the Sikkim Cricket Association for presenting opportunities while setting examples in women empowerment in the Himalayan state. What was the motivation behind taking up cricket umpiring? What were the challenges in terms of facilities and opportunities?
Actually, I was a footballer. Then I joined teaching as a career. Then in 2017, I got opportunity to do a course in umpiring at Manipur, which is organized by BCCI. At that time, I was a lone female candidate from the whole Northeast India. I faced a lot of challenges, that is also a challenges, but due to my interest, my willingness to learn. Actually, the cricket is new subject for me. I'm not a cricketer. Actually, I'm a sports person, and I have 2 kids also. I have to manage, I have to left all my family and do course at Manipur. That was also a challenges for me. But my dreams to become umpire, many वो challenges को face किया और opportunity जो वो एक opportunity था नया करने के लिए, क्योंकि मेरे लिए तो नया था शादी करके जो एक मोनोटोनस जॉब करते रहना, और ये अंपायरिंग के कोर्स मिला जो एक छोटा सा अपॉर्चुनिटी था, वो मैंने ग्रैब किया। और चैलेंजेस तो था ही था, वो चैलेंजेस को मैंने याद भी नहीं किया, उसको ओवरकम करके मैं अंपायर बनी।
What challenges Sikkimese women face in pursuing a profession of choice, especially in sports?
The challenges of Sikkimese women face in pursuing a profession of choice is, first of all, in sports, their family do not support them, first of all, and there is less facilities is also in Sikkim, and training facilities is also not up to the mark, especially their parents want their daughter to be an engineer, doctor, pilots and all, They don't think their daughter to be a sports person, no? I think in Sikkim there's lots of, we have that caliber, no? We have that person in Sikkim, but there's lack of training center, facilities are not there. Government of Sikkim, they are doing their best, but at some point, personal भी हो सकता है, but up to the mark ऐसा नहीं हुआ है.
So what needs to be done to facilitate them?
First of all, I think we have to motivate them. No, we have to we have to convince their parents. अगर पेरेंट्स चाहे तो कुछ भी हो सकता है ना. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल वो सपोर्ट तो देना पड़ेगा ना अपने बच्चों के लिए. अगर सपोर्ट नहीं मिला तो नहीं कर सकता है.
Moving on, how has umpiring complemented your role as a school administrator?
Okay, being an umpire, it's a boon for me actually, boon for my school. क्योंकि मैं umpire होने के कारण में प्लेयर को पहचानने का मौका मिला, और क्योंकि मेरा स्कूल तो गवर्नमेंट स्कूल है, बच्चों का पेरेंट्स का इकोनॉमिक कंडीशन अच्छा नहीं है, और मैंने वो प्लेयर्स को बात करके, जैसे कि मेरा स्कूल में स्कूल का हाउस शर्ट ऐसा नहीं था, फिर उन लोगों ने कंट्रीब्यूट किया हमारे स्कूल के सब बच्चों के लिए ट्रैक सूट. और स्कूल में भी मैं ऑलरेडी एक नॉट ओनली क्रिकेट में और स्पोर्ट्स को भी ध्यान देता हूँ, क्योंकि कोई तो फुटबॉलर में अच्छा होता है, कोई और इसमें अच्छा होता है, और इसका वो एक गेम्स स्पोर्ट्स कल्चर एक डेवलप करना चाहती हूँ मेरे स्कूल में. मेरे स्कूल में मैं ही क्रिकेट में जुड़कर मेरे स्कूल के बच्चों लोग को क्रिकेट फन फेयर मेला में ले गए, क्योंकि मेरे स्कूल बहुत दूर था, फिर भी मेरे बच्चों को वो एक कैब मतलब टैक्सी वो ऐसा करके उन लोगों को क्रिकेट के बारे में बताने के लिए, क्रिकेट में क्या है, इसमें कैसा करियर बना सकते हैं, उन लोगों को जानकारी देने के लिए बच्चों को वहां ले गया, और वहां वो अटेंड करके बच्चों लोग सब खुश होके घर आ गया. मतलब ये अंपायरिंग के कारण ही हुआ, क्रिकेट के जुड़ने के कारण ही ऐसा करने को मैं सक्षम हुआ.
You are a recipient of the State Commendation Award for Teachers in 2021, and your school received the State Green Award for 2018-19 for work in the area of environmental preservation. How do the awards in areas of teaching and environmental protection inspire you to work harder?
मेरे ऊपर, मेरे स्कूल के ऊपर और रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी आ गया है, और प्रोत्साहन किया है मैं अपने स्कूल के लिए, अपने लिए, और अच्छा काम करूं, करते रहूं.
What message would you like to share with youngsters in Sikkim?
Okay, my message to the youngster in Sikkim is, we can be anything and everything we want to be. We can be a doctor, we can be a pilot, we can be a cricketer, we can be an umpire, but first of all, we should have interest, a willingness to learn and hunger to do. No? अगर ये नहीं है तो कुछ भी नहीं कर सकता ना, और कुछ करने का एक जुनून होना चाहिए, और आप निश्चय सफल हो सकता है.
Today you listened to an interview with Lakmit Leepcha, Sikkim-based cricket umpire and educationist. The interviewer was Usha Sharma.
चलो मिलकर एक शुरुआत करें, चलो एक फैसला आज करें, मास्क नहीं तो टोकेंगे, कोरोना को रोकेंगे, चलो एक इरादा करते हैं, चलो कुछ वादा करते हैं, मास्क नहीं तो टोकेंगे, कोरोना को रोकेंगे.
And before we wrap up, let's listen to a beautiful song from Tripura. With that, we have come to the end of this edition of Northeast Diary. Do join us next week to hear more stories from this enchanting part of India. Bye-bye.
This program was presented by Saira Mujtaba, produced by Sharmila Goswami and assisted by Kamlesh Mudgal. It was brought to you by the News Services Division of All India Radio.